I think I'm gonna do a full weekend vlog like today and tomorrow. Also, it is like 10. I haven't left bed. I woke up at about 8:45 and I just haven't wanted to get up because also, guess what? I don't have milk for my coffee because I ran out of it yesterday. So I need to get that at some point soon. I'll start off with doing like a Target run that I need to do and getting some stuff ready, and then we're gonna just clean. Today is the coronation. I'm not watching it. After the queen died, I kind of like got over the royals really. And then I was also laughing more as the fact that everybody's like, Taylor Swift announced the Speak Now Taylor version. I'm like, yeah, go queen. Also, I am apparently a minority in my family, and the fact that I actually like Meghan, I think she gets such a bad rep. I'm right now just like laughing because also there had been this whole thing of like, oh my god, Kate's not wearing a crown, like a tiara. Is like, as somebody else pointed out on TikTok, that it's kind of not become the thing anymore. It's kind of, that's more on the old school, your like royal side. But at the last couple of coronations, including the King of the Netherlands as well as the coronation of the Emperor of Japan, no other royals in attendance were wearing crowns. The only ones that were wearing crowns or tiaras were those who were getting the like royals who this was their coronation for. So yeah, like it's become practice really, and I kind of like that. Is it kind of sucky because we're not actually seeing the jewels, but also they've got such a sort of history. I think in some ways it would be better for repatriation back to like other countries, but oh well. I am off to Target. Yeah, it's gonna be Target run, pick up some stuff, kind of also just treat myself a bit, have a fun day, and then go and start cleaning. I've got a lot to clean. Yeah. And Kentucky's kind of crazy right now because the graduation was yesterday and today is the Derby. So that's tons of fun, and it makes me think of the Derby 2 years ago. I was one day after getting blindsidedly dumped by an ex-boyfriend. So that was not fun, but the memories of graduate school. So I decided to go get some pastries beforehand and then get coffee, and then we'll go to Target. So it'll be a fun little treat to myself. Before going to Target, the place I was at, the patisserie that I was at, is right next to a Home Goods. So I'm going to go to the Home Goods and just kind of wander around, get any ideas for home decor / organization, and then also see if they've got any syrups, because I kind of want to get like if they have a pistachio syrup so I can put it in my coffee. Maybe hazelnut, not do the like water talk syrups because that's just a little much for me, but like just still like kind of see and look. So they don't have a lot of syrups, at least initially. A lot of different coffee stuff. Kind of curious about this. I really wanted this to have had the Captain America shield on it, but no, it did not. So, missed opportunity there. So they didn't have any of the syrups I wanted. I think the most I'd found was they had a sugar-free English toffee, which I was curious about, but I set it against. So instead, I did buy some stuff because I had been curious about it. The first thing was this elderflower lemonade, because I've been wanting to experiment more with like mocktails and cocktails. So I always hear stuff about elderflower, so this kind of seemed like a good idea. And then also with the whatchamacallit, the trying on different cocktails and mocktails, I did pick up one of these. I got the French martini specifically. So thought this would be another fun thing to play around with and try out and have it with like some friends. So yeah, this will be some fun things to play with. I'm at one of like the strip mall-esque things here in Lexington. There's like a couple of different like strip malls all combined together. And I was going to go into the Bed Bath & Beyond. I think you can see it. It's also right next to a Bye Bye Baby, which was like, ooh, this mall is like, this strip part of the mall is going to be so dead because there's already another like building, like space that is completely empty. But just curious to check it out, then going to Half Price Books and then Watts Market, because why the heck not? Pissed off somebody apparently while driving because I was trying to change lanes and I was just kind of like hanging to see if I could figure out a good spot to get in, and then the dude just like honked at me and I was like, Isn't it lovely?
Actually record really in the stores, but I went to all three, and once I actually get to my car, I will show you guys all that I picked up, which was a lot more than I had initially planned because I had not planned to get anything.
Of the stuff I got from Bed Bath & Beyond, I actually only picked up 2 things. I picked up more of the shampoo that I like to use when traveling. That was just because it was really cheap. And then this book, which is about wine, again, it was like $7. It's everything you need to know about it, so I can not become a sommelier, but like I can have that like elevatedness about it because I don't know, being a foodie is kind of the hobby I want to get into. The other place that I actually picked up stuff, because I didn't actually get anything in World Market, I just kind of wandered around and I was like, ooh, I want to get stuff, but like I'll come back for that later when I'm like, I want to do a picnic. But I picked up 2 books on writing. One's called Microstyle, The Art of Writing Little. This one, just because I usually write really long sentences and I'm just kind of rambly, as you guys can see in these videos, but getting a better idea. The other one is On Writing Well, so it's an informal guide to writing nonfiction, so I thought that'd be great for me to be able to do that for my dissertation. The last thing I picked up was an introduction to quantum mechanics and applied with applications to chemistry. I think I've gotten other things from this publisher because I feel like I've got other books with a similar art style on it, so I always like finding these older textbooks. I forgot to add, the reason I was curious about the quantum mechanics is because I work with VASP and first principles, so I really want my quantum knowledge to be really solid as I'm going along. Oh, yeah, I've got the car on because it is hot, and I also am charging my phone a bit. I went into the Old Navy. There was some cute stuff, and they've got a 50% off sale for like rompers and dresses, which I was like really tempted. And if I don't find anything I really want at Target because I'm looking for something like a skirt specifically, I may go back to the Old Navy and pick up like one of the rompers or jumpsuits or dresses, because like I love a good romper / jumpsuit. Like I've got a lot of them. I'm probably, honestly, I don't need it. That's the problem, is I do not need more clothing, and it'll probably be if I want it, I'll go back tomorrow to get it, and hopefully they still got a 50% off sale, because in cleaning I want to remind myself of everything I have. And then at Ulta, because I also swung by there, I just was picking up some skincare stuff, which was I picked up stuff from Good Molecule and Ordinary for niacinamide and retinol, and there was something else that I picked up. Oh, the azelaic acid, that's what it was. That was the thing from The Ordinary I really needed because I was running low on it. But yeah, so just picked up some skincare things to just keep my face all like nice and dewy. Some other stuff I loved, but I decided against it. So also this means I don't have to go to Old Navy, or I never had to, but I don't feel compelled to like go back there and get stuff. So I say that's a pretty good thing. Yeah, a lot of it was just like produce for snacks and everything. I needed milk. I'd gotten some like seltzer water as well as some hard seltzers because I just wanted to have some refreshing stuff. And then yeah, picked up sunscreen. I think my total ended up being $134, but then I also had saved $23. Plus I got $6 in rebate because I picked up the Truly. So, like, I feel like I was relatively savvy, and I was having to get like some random stuff. Like I was getting like a 8-inch saucepan because mine I had to donate. I had actually not donated. I had to get rid of it because the Teflon was going. But I've also had that pan for like 4 years, so it was about time for the cheap IKEA stuff to give out. So I'm just walking over to my friend's place. I just got back from Target, and I've got baking powder because she was like, hey, can I borrow some? Which is completely chill. After that, it's going to be a lot of cleaning because my apartment looks horrible. Like, honestly, it's really embarrassing. Process of cleaning, it's not been like going amazing because it's still kind of early on in me not practicing, but doing the cleaning. I also made myself a little veggie platter from some of the stuff I picked up at Target. So I really like doing this because then it's a good way for me to make sure I get in all my veggies. Maybe it's not, it like averages out is the comment, really. So it's like if one day I'm not having a lot of veggies, I'll usually have a day like this where it's almost entirely veggies. Okay, so it's like 7 o'clock. I've been off and on cleaning for a bit. I've gotten most of my dishes done actually, and I have to do it in like pieces. But I've only really got, I guess, 3 items or 4 items that still need to be washed, but that's pretty fine. The clothes that I've been putting away, finally did that one. Got another load ready to go, so I'm probably gonna do that and then take out my recycling and start on that whole journey. So it's still very much a mess in here. I acknowledge that. Like, there's just a lot of stuff going on. But it is definitely less of a mess than it has been, which I'm super happy about. I finally got some of the stuff underneath my bed. But yeah, this is just gonna be so much fun to finish up tomorrow. So I had a rough night's sleep, but it is Sunday. It's like 9:30 and I'm gonna get ready for the day. So we have quite the storm rolling in. Full thunderstorm and everything. So with the storm going on right now, really truly have no excuse to not be just cleaning. So that's gonna be all of today. Woo! So I've started on my second load of laundry, and it's more just the laundry I talked about earlier. It is in the dryer right now. So I'm just gonna get changed and try to figure out what next thing I'm gonna clean. Honestly, I may just clear out my freezer and like reorganize it because it is a mess right now. Now my freezer actually looks pretty good. Got a lot of stuff cleared out. The only thing that I don't have in there is this like bag of peach slices that I cut up, and I'm letting it thaw out so I can put it with this peach iced tea that's like a cold brew iced tea that I've had for a while that I've periodically just been trying to like use up those tea bags. So I'm also going to try to attack this absolute mess. I am at least finished with actually getting the laundry officially done. Now I just gotta put it away, and it's a very large pile. So the clothes have been put away. There was a couple of things that still needed to dry a little bit, but I'm just using one of my drying racks. So I'm trying to think of the next thing I'm going to do, because again, I really should clear out my fridge, but I also am afraid to do it. So I may not, I don't know. While not perfect, I have gotten most of my closet cleaned up, and I already had reorganized everything a while back. I also have back in the corner actually a picnic basket. That was something that was clogging up my space. So my actual kitchen space is more clean. I am working on seasoning that pan. Got some stuff just around, but yeah, got the floors done and was working on cleaning off the stovetop. There's more that I have to do as a like more deep clean, but that'll be a different day. I find that with deep cleaning, I almost have to just dedicate like a weekend just to be like, okay, I am deep cleaning the kitchen, or I am deep cleaning the bathroom, that kind of thing. So this one was like this whole time has been just like, okay, let's get just the big ticket items that have been causing me so much grief and figuring out what to do next, because yeah, that's been a problem I've been having, and it's just exhausting. So I'm in the process of cooking dinner. It's one of the HelloFreshes. I've got creamy lemon spinach ricotta ravioli. I've had it before, it's delicious. I've noticed though that with HelloFresh, they this time around they kept on forgetting like one thing in my order, because on Friday I had made the one pot chili and they forgot the mushroom concentrate. So instead I ended up just using a bouillon cube that I had. And this time they forgot the tomato, but I had cherry tomatoes already from yesterday, so I just threw those in instead. Also, while I've been cooking, I've been trying out that like elderflower lemonade I picked up yesterday. Not my favorite. There's like a weird aftertaste to it. It's hard to place. Yeah, I can't figure it out, but it's just something I do not like. Like, I mean, it's almost like it's skunked, maybe? Or like, yeah, it's got an aftertaste similar to German beers, which I do not like. So I don't know how I'm gonna put it with stuff. It is the end of Sunday. I mean, it's like 7 o'clock, so there's still more I can theoretically do. But I'm honestly gonna call it good. Uh, I will kind of do a quick show. My desk is still a mess, so I'm not showing that, but like things are coming together. I also didn't clear out my fridge, but I can do that another time. I have gotten at least started, and I'm like, okay, I feel invigorated to do more, and I've at least gotten a chunk done so that the next few steps will be at least a little bit easier, hopefully, if I actually take the effort to do it, which is always a problem. But I think I'm trying to get back into a good mindset about it all. So the bed mostly has just like weird sweatshirt stuff because I always just put a bunch of sweatshirts on there. This chair is usually full. The closets I'm closing up, but there's nothing crazy there. This is still a bit of a dumping ground, but it was a lot worse. The floor is actually in a much better spot. So honestly, again, y'all would probably think, oh my god, it's still an absolute mess. But it's not as bad of a mess as it had been. With all of that being said, I know, again, it still looks probably obscenely messy, and most people are like, how can you live in it? Again, it was worse. I'm gonna blame at least somewhat of a depressive episode. But besides that, thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. You can check out my Instagram below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!